Bizzle, I would tell you this.
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
The thing is, at the time, I was not. I think this is where people are getting mixed up. I was not a Christian rapper.
Exactly.
I was a secular rapper. So at the time, those rules didn't apply that may apply to me now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was a secular rapper, and it's just like, say, what if JAYZ made those remarks and T.I. would have went at JAYZ? It's like, do you tell T.I., hey, don't you stick up for our Jesus when you cuss on your other records? Like, God deals with him on a certain level, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, God's dealing with me on a certain level, and God could have waited until I was all the way through with my transition. He picked the time. I work by his time. It's in his time. So he chose to use me before I was all the way through, for whatever reason. Maybe they need to see me with my rough edges and see me cross over. I don't know, but I know that everything's up to God, and he could have easily waited until, because I was working, I was trying to build my gospel because I didn't have any, and I was working on them, and then this happened. So.
Great, you know, and we're feeling your heart. I'm just trying to get you to just share your heart. I'm still not finished, bro. We got a lot more to talk about, man, and we're gonna end it. Let me ask you this question. You released another track, and I'm just gonna be very real with you. Explaining what you just said. Now, it was another track in response to the Christian community. Many of us knew exactly who you were talking about. The comments seemed to be the track seemed to be coming from the comments from thesouth.com. Because I don't know no other Christian website that had been promoting, you know what I'm saying, the track and had negative responses, you know what I'm saying, that was Christian. So the next day or 2 days later, there was a new track on your MySpace MP3 player, and was this track that you did directed at Christians from thesouth.com? Now, it's not that you're starting trouble, but that's what it seems like. That's what it seems like, that you were addressing some of your critics on thesouth.com. Talk to us.
Nah, it wasn't thesouth.com. Yeah, I gotta understand. I read comments from every side, which I need to stop doing. I really need to start reading the comments, because I let some of the negative ones get to me, and then I walk around depressed. You know what I'm saying? But no, it wasn't in response. I don't remember certain comments that were made. I just remember in general. This is what a lot of people said. I'm gonna address this issue. The N-word. I'm gonna address this issue. You know what I'm saying? And I just went in and I wrote how I felt. But it wasn't. I didn't go on the South like, yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all Christians. No, it definitely wasn't to the Christians. Because if you really, a lot of it was to the secular world too. And I attacked hip hop, so to speak.
You know, I'm just asking because it kind of seemed like that. I'm not saying it was. That's why we're here today to ask you, because some people did take it like that. Some people took it as he's hurt from the comments on thesouth.com. I'm glad that you clarified that. But was you hurt? Was you hurt? Was you hurt?
Because I didn't. Some of the comments, like, they affected me. I'm not just because I expected love and an embrace that I didn't really receive. And what it made me think was like, man, maybe this is what pushes the other youngsters away from Christianity.
Woo! Talk about it.
I represent them right now. I represent them with a passion for Christ. A lot of them don't have that passion, but if you're treating me like this and I have the passion, and I'm reading these just comments like I'm not a real Christian, like,
might have been.
I feel like I'm one of the realest ones to admit my faults.
Yes.
And not front in front of y'all like I don't have them, and then get off this phone and start cussing and using the N-word, and then act like I don't when I talk to you and get all holy. So I have the fault. I accept you with the fault, but y'all got to accept me with mine, and just pray for me. I'm open to constructive criticism and advice. I mean, people been blowing in my face up. People been giving me advice, and I heed the advice, so I'm not gonna grow. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Where could they hear your music on the internet? Where could they just hear all about BIZZLE? Because all they know right now is this track. But there's a whole lot more to you than to single you out just for this one track. Where could they reach out to you, and where's like your website, your MySpace, Facebook, whatever? Give it out right now for our listeners.
Alright, you guys can go to myspace.com/playbizzle. That's PlayBizzle. And you guys can also hit the Twitter. The Twitter is my name is BIZZLE. So everybody thought my name is Lavish. My Twitter name is my name is BIZZLE. So
you just opened that? You just opened that Twitter just for this whole confusion?
I opened that one for that specific reason.
I feel you. Listen, man. Listen, we're going to end this interview in a few moments, man. Listen, it was great talking to you, man. I'm glad you was able to, you know what I'm going to do? I believe this is a part 1 because the phone lines have been going crazy. You know, there are some people out there that still want to talk to you. They still want to hit you up. You know what I'm saying? They still got questions that they need to ask you that I might not have asked. You know what I'm saying? I asked some of the questions that were important to the Holla-Fest radio fans and some of my dealings with some other websites that are networking with us that we wanted to ask you. But I did not cover the whole context of many different questions. I was not trying to go on a theological debate with you as to, this whole, of your particular style. That was not my intention. I just wanted to hear the heart of the man behind the track. And, and to understand that I guess it was just one major big misunderstanding. Somebody pushed it out there that it was a Christian rapper dissing JAYZ. The track isn't a diss.
They put the spin on there.
Yeah, it's not a diss. It's not a diss. Listen, you're just asking a question. You got some, answering to do. We want to know, what does this got to do with hip-hop? You know what I'm saying? And it was just kind of like twisted in this whole thing. But it is what it is, bro. It literally is what it is.
It is what it is. And I accept it. I'm embracing it because when they put Christian rapper on there, I kind of felt happy. I like to see that. And I know that title is going to make me be on my toes. It's going to put me, it's going to put that leash on me to where I can't stray now because you know what I'm saying, and I kind of like that restraint. And I didn't want to do was go out and say, oh no, I'm not a Christian rapper, because then I'll feel like I'm denying Christ, and I'm never ever gonna do that in life ever. So I mean, I'm embracing it, and just let me work on me. Let me work on me and try to be positive, like.
Go ahead.
I don't want to bring that up, but
listen, this is what this is for, bro. Don't listen. Holla-Fest Radio, we don't care, man. All these other people's comments and all that nonsense and anti-BIZZLE, and that's great. Everybody's entitled to that. We just want the real BIZZLE to stand up. That's it. And you're doing it. You've been. As a matter of fact, I said the same thing, bro. I remember saying, man, he's been real on his website. He's saying, listen, I'm not really a Christian rapper. I got issues. I'm not there yet. I just was standing up for my Lord. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's not how you would have done it. You might be a more committed Christian than I am, but man, somebody is disrespecting my Lord and I love my Jesus. I'm going to say something. You know what I'm saying? And you did. And the flow was hot. I like the track. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really knock you for that. You know what I'm saying? But now, after today, now I'm going to have real talk with you. Now I am BIZZLE. I'm going to hold you a little bit higher now. You know why? Because you are David, baby. You are David going after that Goliath, man. Do it, bro. But make sure that you tighten the screws in some areas in your life that are open, because if the secular world does